The unprecedented unrest in the democratic South Africa, the Commission said the unrest was a culmination of myriad of social and political challenges, as well as an orchestrated move by the alleged masterminds, some of whom are yet to be apprehended. The report says from as early as December 2020, the torching of trucks and the bombing of ATMs were connected to the unrest.
The Commission finds that while the timing of the events of the July unrest coincided with the incarceration of former President Jacob Zuma, it could not find evidence to link the two events. It is probable that the unrest was undertaken to destabilize the South African economy. However, it will be ultimately within the purview of the South African Police Service and the National Prosecutions Authority to make a conclusive finding regarding the orchestration of the July unrest.
Dole explains they weighed up the evidence on intelligence reports on threats to national security against the public perception that the unrest was sparked by Zuma going to jail. The CRL Rights Commission also delved into the Phoenix killings, where 37 people were killed in what has been described as racially motivated attacks.
The mistrust and suspicion of the Africans by the Indians allegedly led to the killings of Africans by Indians, as cited by some of the members of the community. And this, in their view, has a historical genesis or historical origin in 1949 events. Further, it was cited that the causes of unrest were criminality, organized crime, and inequality that exists in these communities.
The report was scathing about the failure of police and state security to prevent and stem the tide of violence. It recommended that law enforcement agencies implement measures to detect early warning signs in curbing anarchy.
So the environment of crime intelligence in terms of reinforcing that and improving the relationship between crime intelligence and the SSA, we have worked on that. And if one take most of what is in the report, on a hindsight, yes, one might say you can't be able to criticize everything, but if you take the real situation that happened in 2021, we think as a law enforcement agency we did our best. The situation was unprecedented, but we did our best in trying to bring the situation back.
The survivors of the unrest are still battling physical and emotional scars. He says he was struck by a bullet in the chest. He says he doesn't know whether it was a stray bullet or it was a direct attack. He says he needs compensation. The Commission says it's expecting the government to respond after 2 months upon receipt of the reports and to act on its recommendations. Vusi Kumalo, SABC News, Durban.